Good evening again, everyone. StreamYard says it is now 7:34. And I had my mic mute all the time, so somebody just sent me a comment to say you can't hear anything. So thank you so much for that comment. All right, so I was just welcoming each and every one of you to the platform where we can now have meetings within our homes, in the comfort of our homes. Most of you were on the Dave Lester Payne show today, and you would have heard about cryptocurrency for the first time. Be not dismayed. You're at the right place at the right time. For TACC will certainly help you to become a millionaire if you invest in it. And I hope by the end of this meeting that we all will have an investment or invest into TACC. I remember the first time we went on the Dave Lester Payne show and we spoke about cryptocurrency. I mean, it was pretty new here in Antigua and Barbuda. And therefore, because of that, we had a lot of calls. I guess today again is no exception. We have, had not as much calls, but we have had calls, and we are just appreciative of those who have called and, of course, inquired about what cryptocurrency is all about. Now, of course, we know about the evolution of money. We spoke about barter. We spoke about barter in schools all the time. And after barter, we used to use gold and silvers. And after gold and silvers came the fiat. And then after the fiat, now we have credit cards. We're in the plastic era. And now that we're in the era of cryptocurrency virtual money, this is taking the world by storm. The first ever cryptocurrency was Bitcoin. And as we know, there's so many persons who have regretted not invested in Bitcoin. There's so many persons who have regretted not invested. There's so many persons who have invested and Bitcoin has actually made them millionaires. Today, I present to you a greater than Bitcoin. It is called the Abundance Community Coin, TACC. And you know why we're going to do better than Bitcoin? Have you visited our website yet? theabundancecoin.com. Did you even get a chance to read our white paper? I invite you to do so. Because at the end of the day, you'll recognize that we are here to solve a problem. Listen, Amazon solved the problem. Now you can just get on your computer and you can order anything from Amazon. Facebook solved the problem, communication. The internet and email solved the problem. Uber solved the problem. Now we attack and we're here also to solve a problem. All right. So we are thankful that you are joining us this evening rather. All right. And now we're going to talk about TACC, the Abundance Community Coin. After we finish with this presentation tonight, what will actually happen is that I've sent every one of you, or if you had a link, whoever you have called, I've sent you a link. I'll take you through the process of actually signing up tonight. Okay. And then of course, we can always meet by appointment so that you can get your wallet funded, of course. Okay. So let us listen to one who has invested in TACC at a very early age. His name, not in TACC, in Bitcoin at a very early age. His name is Eric Finman. And to this, Eric Finman, he has actually invested $1,000 in Bitcoin 9 years ago. He was a high school dropout, and of course, there's no secret. He dropped out of high school, and because he dropped out of high school, his grandmother gave him $1,000 to aid with his education. And instead of, he went to McDonald's, he flipped burgers, but instead of his education, what he actually did was to invest that $1,000 into Bitcoin. And listen to his story. I am going to now share my screen so that you can hear his story. And now he is one of the world's youngest millionaires. All right? So listen to his story.
next time we catch you trading your Bitcoin, we're going to put you in jail. Not that I think that is exactly the way it would happen. What value would the cryptocurrency then have in your mind?
So yeah, I mean, this has happened before with there was like Liberty dollars or Liberty coins in 2006, and a guy created his own currency, and he was prosecuted for that. But that's why Bitcoin was so amazing, and Bitcoin is so incredible when it came out, and why I saw it as more than just another currency, because people have tried to create their own currencies and they end up getting banned before, is the technology that Bitcoin is built off of. The blockchain technology that Bitcoin is built off of means that it's controlled by no one, you can't shut down anyone, and it can exist even if every government in the world banned it. So obviously I think the price would go down if every government in the world banned it, which is unrealistic, but I understand just for the situation, and it is a possibility for sure. But I mean, the beauty of the technology is that it can exist purely if every government in the world banned it, and even thrive. As you see in China, they banned a lot of stuff like that, a lot of banned the Bitcoin exchanges and all that, and Bitcoin is still actually being used in China, and that's what's so beautiful about Bitcoin and the technology itself.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the news. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.
All right, so there you actually have it. There you actually have it, where there is a young man had no knowledge of what will happen 10 years ago, took a risk and invested in Bitcoin. When all the Warren Buffetts of the world and the media was saying it's a scam, he sidetracked all of that and did not listen to the noise at all and invested in Bitcoin. Today, if you do the research, you see that Bitcoin is 51,000 US dollars. And just the other day, it was up to just about almost $58,000. Is there anywhere in the world that you can go and have such interest on your investment? Is there? There is absolutely nowhere in the world where you can go and get such a great investment. Because, like Mr. Abundant said today, if you had invested $15 in Bitcoin 11 years ago, you would have been a multi-billionaire. The number was so big today. I was like, oh, wow, that's a big number. I am encouraging all of us to make wise decisions this evening to invest in a greater than Bitcoin. And that is called TACC, the Abundance Community Coin. Now, I know we all heard on the radio a lot about what it is, what we plan to do. Sorry, the person's contacting me. Click on the link. What it is and what we're planning to do with it, but think about what it can actually do with you. We are trying to effect a lot of social programs. So for instance, in Antigua, we're giving all the secondary schools right across the road, private and public, one TACC. And that's just 50 cents US. One TACC, 50 cents US. Some persons did not take Bitcoin seriously, and I don't want you to be like that when the time, well, actually now, and now is the time. As you heard earlier, Bitcoin will be on, TACC will be going to the market on March 30th. Now, it means that we only have just about a couple more days with the TACC at 50 cents, which also means that if you don't get it between now and March 15th, the price will go up at 75 cents. And then on March 30th, it will now be $1. When you think of that statement, your best bet is to invest when it's 50 cents. So that when you reach to $1, when it reaches to $1, you will have already made 100% on your investment. Now, isn't that a great investment? TACC is here to solve a problem, people. And just like one of my favorite authors who says, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. Sometimes you may not understand all there is to know about cryptocurrency. You may not understand all there is to know about how to invest, why invest, or social programs and all that. But this much I do know. You need to invest in TACC. Why? Because it can change your life around. It can make a big difference. Just like Eric Finman invested 1,000 US in 2009, and 10 years after he's a millionaire. I mean, we're saying we're not even going to wait that long to become millionaires. Okay? I mean, of course, we have a trajectory chart and stuff that we use and say, okay, in 5 years it's going to be X, in 10 years it's going to be X. But who knows? When it goes to the market in March, who knows what's going to become after that? After all, you just never know. The idea is the price is determined by how much you use the coin, the usability, and by the numbers. Hence the reason why I'm encouraging all of you to invest in TACC. Now it's cheap to do so. And also, TACC also has a lot of, as it were, plans for all our social programs. Like for instance, you know, TACC is a global platform. If you go to our website, you will see persons from Papua New Guinea, Dubai, Guyana, Suriname just came on board the other day, St. Vincent, all around the world, France, Canada, Switzerland, England. There are persons there from all around the globe. So TACC is not just an Antiguan thing or Caribbean thing. We are here to solve a problem in this world, and that is artificial scarcity, one of the problems that we think exists among us. But sadly, that money is only circulating around the 1%ers. And so we are saying, listen, no, put a stop to it, because you can create. This is the era of creating millionaires and billionaires without a cause. And as we always tell persons, you know, invest meaningfully. It's really important for us to have the numbers, because it's important for us to have 10,000 people investing $10 than to have 10 people investing $10,000. And because of that, we are saying to you today that as you learn about TACC, you're going to share it. You're going to share it with your brother. You're going to share it with your sister, your enemy, your church members, because we don't have a lot of time and we need to go to the market. One of the things that will increase our price when we go to the market is the Cup of Nations. We're going to have Cup of Nations. We're going to have beauty pageants. The persons have to have TACC in order to enter and things like that. So we are working assiduously to ensure that there is credibility, there is transparency, and that the TACC that you're going to buy and you're going to invest in will be used so that your money can grow or appreciate over a certain amount of time. All right. The rise of cryptocurrency, we look at Bitcoin, and I'm just going to share another story with you where this guy didn't even know the importance of Bitcoin when he sold his Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Amazing, isn't it? So I'm now going to share my screen with you as we look at that interesting story about sharing his Bitcoin just for 2 pizzas.
We could be moving towards a world without cash. From credit cards to Apple Pay and cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, cash is no longer king. When I say Bitcoin, I say pizza. This is Laszlo Hanya in Jacksonville, and it was a pizza delivery order 9 years ago that began the cryptocurrency craze.
I just told people I wanted a pizza and I want to pay with Bitcoin. I didn't want a gift card. I didn't want some weird exchange. I want to give you Bitcoin and you give me pizza.
The 37-year-old It's just nice to see history being made here. So here's how you slice it, how Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies work. It's like buying and selling a stock. The difference is Bitcoin's a computer file, which is stored in a digital wallet app on your smartphone or computer. Every transaction is encrypted. It is impossible to counterfeit. Do you trust Bitcoin?
That's a good question.
Don Wiggins is a professor emeritus of accounting and finance at UNF. He says Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are not controlled by banks, the government.
I think the government fears cryptocurrency.
I think that it's anonymous and nefarious activities as well as perfectly legitimate activities can take place without the ability of anyone outside the government specifically being able to track payments.
As for Hanyat, he says cryptocurrencies and a cashless society is the dawning of the new day
Do you think it's the future of money?
I do.
in a different kind of dough than pizza. Ben Becker, CBS 47, Box 30, Action News Channels.
And Bitcoin's prices increased from pennies to thousands of dollars over the years. So in July of 2010, the price increased 900% in 5 days from less than a penny to 8 cents. Not too bad, right? So take a look at this in December 2017. Bitcoin reached its highest price to date, $19,000. And today it stands right around $9,000. There are some downsides to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Every transaction is permanent, so you have no recourse if you fall for a fake Bitcoin exchange. Experts also say to watch out for spelling mistakes and promises of unrealistic returns.
Awesome. So there we have it. He gave away bitcoins for just about 2 pizzas. Now, that is someone who certainly did not take the certainly did not take Bitcoin seriously at all. In fact, I have friends who invested in Bitcoins, and of course, at the end of the day, they just ask back for their monies, or there's some persons who can't even remember their passwords, okay? And they have Bitcoins, all right? So we are ensuring that you don't forget your password when, of course, it's time to sign up. But I'm just saying Bitcoin wasn't taken seriously then. So I hope that you're taking TACC seriously now, because not many of us, in fact, none of us can afford Bitcoin at this time, but we can afford TACC. TACC is just 50 cents US dollars. So can't you afford a $10? Can't you afford a $20, $100? What can you afford? Somebody's telling me volume, but my volume is all the way up. All right. What can you afford really? I mean, you can invest in TACC. Now it is cheap to do so. I often tell people, look at your life, look at the ways you want your life to be in the next 5 years. And at that time, invest in a projective way. Invest in TACC, so that in the next 5 years, if you have 100 coins and each of your coins are, let's say, $5,000 or $20,000 or $50,000, how much money will you have? There's absolutely no bank that will give you that sort of interest. There's absolutely no financial institution who will give you that sort of interest. So cryptocurrency is the way to go. Cryptocurrency is meant to be. It is the new era that we're now living in. Artificial intelligence, robotics, cryptocurrency is one of them. So be guarded and be mindful. I've sent everyone a link, and I am hoping that you will actually use that link now to sign up. And I'm just going to show you how to get your account started. So the first thing you're going to do is anybody there? I am seeing some persons online. They asked me some questions. Somebody's saying volume. Are you hearing me now? Is it better? Okay, just in case you don't, you can always click on it at a later date. But let's just share our screen, and we are going to go to the Abundance Coin website at this time. And you're going to see how you can sign up. So this is our website as it is right now. I am already logged in, But where you can go to do your login is, well, let me log out first. So I'm logged out, and now I'm gonna go through the whole process of logging in. So first you click on create account login, right? And of course right here you click on create account, but you're already there. You choose an account name, which of course will be made up of a name and a number, you know, something that you can remember. Something that you can remember, and then you put in your email address. Now once you put in your email, and once you put in the email, password is here that is generated for you. What you're going to do is highlight it, right? Highlight it or click on it, right click on it, go to copy, and copy it to an email and send it to yourself. The idea is that we do not want anyone forgetting this password. Remember, I spoke to you earlier about someone forgetting their password, not understanding where it is or what it is or whatever. So make sure that you copy it and paste it into your email along with your username. When you finish copying and pasting it, then you paste it down here to confirm it as well. Okay, so those are the two places. Make sure you highlight it, you copy it, you paste it into your email, and you send it to yourself. Name the subject, TACC password, and of course you put your username and put in your username that you use to sign up and everything. Then you highlight, then you send it to yourself. After you would have done that, you highlight, you come down here and you paste it down here right where it says confirm the password. Once that is done, there are three little options here that you will have to sign into or tick off. I understand that I will lose access to my funds if I lose my password. I understand that no one can recover my password if I lose it or forget it. I have written down or otherwise stored my password. Okay, and then you tick off those three, and then you click on create account. Once the account is created, let me just go into account that is already created. Once the account is created, you will then see your name up here in the right hand section, and in that list you will also see wallet. Now right where it says wallet, you will also see asset, and you will see TACC and the quantity of TACC. Now how do you get those coins in there? Very simple. You make an appointment with me, and once the appointment is made, your account is already created, you will hand me the money to do the purchase of your TACC, right? We have to purchase it a little differently than we're normally accustomed to, but then I will send off your username to our head office, and they will fund your wallet. Okay, and it's just so simple. Also, I must let you know that there is a referral program. In the referral program link, you actually have your referral link, and that's the link I'm speaking of, that you can actually send to your mother, father, cousin, brother, sister, cousin, everybody, you know. So you share that link, and once they signed on to you, you will get your referral link in, you will get your coins, additional 7% of whatever they are investing. So you see, and this is not for, this doesn't mean that it's a stream that it's not a pyramid scheme. No, it's not. What we're trying to do is to spread it so far and so wide that you are able to encourage persons to come in, because we're trying to expand the base of it. Okay, so once the base is expanded and we have a lot of persons using the coin, once we go to the market, then it just simply means that the value will go up faster than we would like it to be. If you go on the website too, you can see it says here how much referrals you have. So this person has 7 referrals. It says 0 active because of how we are manually putting in the coins into your wallet. If you're going through the long process of doing the Bitcoin and so on, then of course that will become active as well. But don't worry about it. It says 7 here, so there's 7 referrals that are in this wallet, and you have your referral link. You can copy and share it with whomever you would like to share it with. So again, we can always go through the registration process. If you have any questions, of course you can call me. You can WhatsApp me and I can just walk you through the registration process. And if you want me to come collect your monies tomorrow or Saturday, I'll tell you where I'll be. You'll come by, you'll give me your monies, and I will just fund your wallet right away. And there you go. You will automatically be a TACC. You will automatically be a TACC. Very simple. Helping the world to solve its problems. All right. One of the problems we want to solve here, especially in the Caribbean, is to pay off the China-Caribbean debt. We are so indebted to China right now. I don't even know what's going to happen to our children and the children that are not born yet. Like, for instance, in Africa, they're saying the outstanding debt, national debt that they have is trillions of dollars. So much so, when the babies are born, they're born with a debt already to be repaid. For the unborn, they already have a debt already to be repaid. Isn't that amazing? So the abundance coin is a lucrative investment. You can see your investment, you watch it, invest, and just watch your investment grow from time to time. And of course, like Mr. Abundance said today, we don't have a problem when you invest, because once it goes to the market and TACC becomes going up, it interfaces now with all the other apps and coin market cap. You will actually see the coin there. You see how the coin is doing. You will know how much money you have in your wallet. And there are apps that now you can just take it from your wallet online and put it into fiat in your bank. So there's nothing to be feared at all when it comes to cryptocurrency. Absolutely nothing to be feared. So we just want to thank you this evening for joining our meeting. If you have any further questions, please ask me at this time. If you have any further questions, you can ask me at this time. You can type them in, and of course, I'll really be happy to answer your questions. But TACC is definitely moving in the right direction, and like I said, it's better to have 10,000 people with $10 than 10 people with $10,000. And that's because we're trying to expand the base. Look around you. You're working 8 to 4 jobs, 9 to 5 jobs. You're sweating, you're going to work. What has it profited you? When it's time for retirement, some of us may not even live to see that. Why? Because you've worked so hard. And our health deteriorates over those years, and then next thing you know, we can't even enjoy the money. And if we're able to enjoy the money, then it's still not enough. Social Security already cannot pay pensioners. What's going to become of us? Somebody said it will be eradicated. Social Security will no longer be around in the next 10 years, and perhaps I'm starting to believe it, because even as of now, we can't pay our pensioners. What about the next 10 years? So you have to think futuristic. You have to put something in mind, put something in place for your children, for your grandchildren. You have to put something in place right now for your family. You know what I did? All my sisters and brothers, their firstborn, I've opened up accounts for all of them and put in $10. You know what that means? That just simply means that we are erasing poverty. We are rubbishing generational scarcity and putting in generational wealth. All right? And like one of my next favorite authors said, if you don't fight for what you want now, then what you don't want will take over. Cryptocurrency has given us an opportunity to expand our lifestyle, to expand all the things we need in life. How many small business owners are not able? I mean, I spoke to one today. All he does is just rush. And he said, boy, I can't even find time to spend for my kids because I'm just trying to make the dollar, trying to make money. Cryptocurrency is the way to go, people. People are sitting down and sleeping, and by the time they get up, they make money. That's what I'm saying. I have an app on my phone. I've invested in some Bitcoins, and every time I get up, I sit down and I get up, I turn the next day, I look on and I said, oh my goodness, wow, I've made $200 more and I didn't do a thing to earn it. That's the power of cryptocurrency. So I want to invite all of you, I want to encourage all of you to invest in in TACC. Because let me tell you, TACC or in cryptocurrency, TACC is only at 50 cents. And I keep on saying the same thing over and over because it's so important that we understand that TACC is only 50 cents US. I can send you the list and show you what 50 cents will give you, 1 TACC, what $1 will give you, 2 TACC, what 10 US will give you, 20 TACC, what 50 US will give you, 100 TACC. And imagine that by the end of the month, March 30th, you would have increased 100% on what you have invested. There's absolutely nothing, no bank is going to give you that. And you know, the bank hates cryptocurrency. So don't expect to look at the bank as a standard for us because cryptocurrency is decentralized. Cryptocurrency is, I can send persons monies and they don't even, the bank don't know, the government don't know nothing because it's not, it's not regularized by the elites, and that is why they hate it. I can't end without saying Elon Musk just a few, I think must be last week or 2 weeks ago, bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, he was one of the person along with Warren Buffett and head of Chase Bank and so on was saying, it's a scam, don't listen to them, it would not work. When it was sense and persons listened to him, and in listening to him, Elon Musk and all the other elites of this world, they did not buy. And now that it is 50 something thousand, they are buying $1.5 billion worth. Don't let that happen to you in TACC. Do not let that happen to you in TACC. You have an opportunity to buy TACC now that it is 50 cents. Secure your future now that it is cheap, inexpensive, whatever word you want to use, though, it's cheap to do so. And TACC is no scam. I got a WhatsApp today saying, don't listen to them, it's a scam. Somebody sent that. TACC is no scam. If it was a white man coming to you, you would say, yes, it is something good. This is a black man from Old Road Village in the south, seeing the need for his black people after being rejected from asking his persons who he created another coin for to include his black persons, and the answer was no. And he said, no, I have to include my black people. So here's someone who wants to include you to change your life in order to become a millionaire. Or if you don't become a millionaire, at least you'll have enough money to afford your bills, to afford your lifestyle. Won't you like that? That will be such a powerful thing. If in the next 5 years, you don't have to be worried about going to that job, getting up, going, but rather going to the job, you are now creating jobs for the other generation. And that is what we want TACC to do, especially the young people, the business people. I want everybody to invest in TACC because TACC is in its foundational stage. You are a foundational member of TACC. And because you are a foundation member of TACC, you will reap the benefits. You don't want to buy TACC when it goes to the dollar, when it goes to the market and at $1. No, you want to buy TACC when it is 50 cents. So by the time it reaches to $1, you would have already made 100%. And all you have to do now is sit down and watch it go up. It's a great investment, everyone. And I notice now that a lot more persons are viewing. So I'm going to continue to share my screen, and I'm going to go through how to register with TACC. How to register with TACC. So the person who asked you to be a part of this meeting should have sent you a link. And once you click on the link, you will actually have the Abundance Coin website come up. Now, I actually want you also to go and look at our team. Go and look at our team, look at our roadmap, look at exactly what we're doing. Read our white paper, all right? That's Mr. Abundance there, Mr. Ken Stun, Mr. Gabriel Simon, Miss Joy, sorry. And there's so many other persons there from all across the world. Dr. Isaac Newton, the TACC European Ambassador, Madam T.J. Brooks. I mean, there's so many other persons there. We have persons from the Caribbean there as well. You'll see my picture. There's the regional director. know your team. All right. So after you would have clicked on the link, you're going to click on create an account. Now you put in your account name, and your account name would obviously have your words and numbers. I don't know what you want it to be, but I suggest that you make it something that you can easily understand. Okay. Once you put in your account name, then you also put in your email. Right? Once you put in your email, you see a nice long, what do you call this now? Password. The reason why it's so long is because it's encrypted, okay? We don't want anybody to go into your information. What we're asking you to do is to copy, highlight the password, copy it, and send it to yourself via email. Send it to yourself via email, right? Once you have done that, you copy it and you paste it down here right where it says confirm password as well. So you paste it right there. There are 3 little boxes that I want you to understand that you will lose access to your funds if you lose your password. That is why it is important for you to send it via email to yourself. So you cannot lose it. Someone called me today from Dominica. Their phone crashed. How can they get back into their account? And I quickly said, check your email. Went in, put in the password, put in her username. Bam, she had access to her wallet again. You have to secure your password. I understand that no one can recover my password if I lose or forget it. No one. Okay? I have otherwise written down or stored my password, meaning you have sent it to yourself via email, you have done something or you wrote it down, and of course in writing it down, remember it's case sensitive, so you have to remember all the capital letters and the common letters, okay? And then you click on create account. Now once you click on create account, automatically there's a window that will come up that says show me my password, and you can also say show me password and take a screenshot of it so you know that you have it secured in your pictures file as well. Okay, after you would have done that, then you will go to your dashboard. Once you go to your dashboard, at the top right hand corner you will see an arrow pointing down with your username in it. You can go to wallet, and in the wallet you will have asset. Now when you give me your money, or when you give me the monies, you will then see your TACC show up in here. It will say TACC and how much TACC you actually have. This person have 138 TACC already. Okay, that you can do. So, and that will be the end of the registration process. Once you create your account, and then you give me the monies to get your account funded, then you wait perhaps 24 hours and you'll see your information. Then you will be now fully TACC. All right, but there are other aspects I want to show you as well. What about the referral program? You have the referral program, and in the referral program you can actually earn more coins. It's not a pyramid scheme, but you can earn more coins by sending your referral link to your friends, your families, your colleagues, your enemies, your church sister, your church brother, sharing it with them so that they can now click on that link and become a TACC as well. You can walk them through, and you're not alone. We're all here to help you. If you have a person who don't understand the process, even if you don't understand the process, you can either reach out to myself or Mr. Joel Carr, who was on the radio today, or you can reach out to any one of the executive members. And by the way, we're going to all put you all into a group. Actually, you will be in the 3rd WhatsApp group because the other 2 groups are filled. All right, so we're going to create a new brand group, put you into the group so you can ask your questions, you can be up to date with information, you can listen to the messages that come to us every morning, you can hear other person's story, other person's testimony. You're not alone in this. We are a community. That's why it's called the Abundance Community Coin. Okay, so know that you're not alone. You are together, and we're not a scam. We're not here for today and gone tomorrow. We're going to be around for a very long time. As you have already heard, we're actually giving everybody in the schools, and not everybody in the school, all the high school fifth formers, everybody will be engaging in TACC. All right, so at the end of the day, I mean, so many persons will have TACC. The usability of TACC is, I mean, the value of TACC is bound to go up. Right now, we have just about 17,000 members strong, actually. So there you go. And we have raised quite a bit of monies to effect our programs, our social programs and all that. So we are in this business together. Please understand that we are no scam. We're here to help you to have a better lifestyle. Help you to have a better lifestyle. And at the same time, helping you, helping your community, helping your brother, helping your sister, because we have to work on this together. All right? So, like I said earlier, you have to fight for what you want. If you don't fight for what you want, what you don't want will take over. And that's poverty. And it'll be already taken over by poverty. And we can change the game plan by investing in TACC. All right? Now I'll take your questions. Do anybody have any questions for me? I'm just looking down the line. I'm seeing, okay. All right, okay, I'm seeing. Okay, Colette Colborne is on, where she says, "Good evening, Madam Director. Welcome to TACC, to all the newbies. With TACC, you can dream and become." And let me tell you, that's our theme. Whatever you want to become, just dream it, and it will happen. Your thoughts become your reality. So if you think it, it can happen. But you also have to make steps towards it happening. All right? Melissa, good evening. Good evening, Raquel, as well. Natalie, good evening, Lyndon. I'm thinking that, yeah, those are all. Okay, Lyndon was asking a question there. He said, where would I have to bring the money to you? Lyndon, I will come to you. If you're ready right now, you can just WhatsApp me, and of course you can make an appointment to see me tomorrow. If it's, if you're ready right now, you can probably just WhatsApp me and we will just work on it together. I'll set up your account. I know those persons who have contacted me. I've already sent you the link and everything like that. So I will register you tonight. Thank you, sir. That's another person WhatsApping me. Yes, so I will be available tomorrow, and this is normal. We're accustomed to drive the whole of Antigua to get this done so that you can get your wallet funded. All right. So if you don't have any other further questions for me, it was really a pleasure being here. Thank you so much for listening to the radio today. We probably will be on next Wednesday, but I think what's happened because of the lateness of the time between 3 to 4, we didn't have as much persons as we normally do. So I think we'll move back up the time to 2 o'clock so that we can get more persons involved in ensuring that this message reached to the poor people, the grassroots people. See where we're going? We're going to the Green Bay Primary School to sponsor all the picnic them down there and their families. You don't want anything better than that. Trust me. All right? So I'm already on here around 50 minutes now. So I only intended to be here for like half an hour, but I really thank you for being in my space. Thank you, Mr. Abundance, for giving me this opportunity to share with others. Thank you to the executive of Antigua and Barbuda chapter. I am the regional director, Diana McDonald. I man the whole Caribbean, and trust me, that is no easy fleet. So I really want to appreciate the executive here in Antigua for pulling their weight. We'll have T-shirts just now. So we're asking persons to pre-order their T-shirts. So by the end of March, everybody will have their T-shirts so that, we can show TACC to the world, because TACC is here to stay. All right? Do continue to have a wonderful evening. If you don't have any more questions for me, then whoever sent you the link, you can probably reach back out to them. For me, if you wish to get registered, you can just reach out to me and I will just have you registered right now, right here on the phone. And then, of course, tomorrow I can come around and collect from you. Okay? So thank you, everyone, and God bless. Have a good evening.